How is this going to work? And anybody that wants to talk to me, wants to become sheriff of this county, I'm on their side.
Yep.
And
yeah,
I like this guy.
Yeah, I did too. I met him, I had lunch with him.
You met with the militia, you met with us. That's impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy. I would encourage everyone to look him up. Well, thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate the call.
All right.
Take care. Bye.
Have a good day. Bye.
All right, joining me in studio, Brandon Drake.
Hey, how are you?
Long time no see, man.
I know. It's been a while.
Yeah. Well, you've got something special for us. This is something I had thought about getting into, and then you and I talked about it, and you put it together real quick here for us. I am one of these people who doesn't believe that we are not a racist country, not by any stretch of the imagination. Is there still instances of racism? Sure there is, but we are not a racist country by any stretch of the imagination.
There is opportunity for everybody.
Yes.
It's just a matter of taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
Demonstrating your skills, whether you just have them naturally through God or you have to develop them or both. It's opportunity for everybody, for those who want it.
Yep. All right, so tell us, you're going to play a track for us, and it's Lil Wayne.
It's Lil Wayne, L-I-L.
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne. And
put the T in there, didn't I?
This shocked me because, well, first of all, I don't know much about Lil Wayne or rap or anything, but I watched this video. I was very impressed by the thoughtfulness, the honesty, and what you just never hear in the mainstream media, especially from, say, a black rapper.
Yeah.
Derek, go ahead. We'll just get right to it.
You're a deep thinker in these issues. Mm-hmm. So step back from all of it. I know this is a very broad question, but where are we in the United States of America in race relations and what you see from day to day in your life?
Skip, they wouldn't want to ask me that. They wouldn't want my answer to represent it because God knows I have been nothing but blessed. My whole path, these 33 years have been nothing but a blessing. I have never, never is a strong word, I've never dealt with racism, and I'm glad I didn't have to. And I don't know if it's because of my blessings, I don't know if but it is my reality. So I would have to say, not only did I thought it was over, I still believe it's over, but obviously it isn't.
So you've never experienced hatred from any other color or?
No, sir.
Wow.
There's more to it.
All right, well, it's not there.
So we just go one level deeper with me. I remember one time I saw you after you had done a concert. I think it was in Westchester, different kind of neighborhood. But I asked you what the racial breakdown was of your audience. Do you remember this? And you told me the only black face you could see in the whole audience was your makeup artist. I believe that's what you said, and she was in the front row, right? A lot of white kids love rap.
Yes.
Explain that. What does that say to you? What's the message of it? What's the bigger picture of it?
I don't want to be bashed because I don't want to sound like I'm on the wrong if there is a side, but I thought that was clearly a message that there was no such thing as racism. That's what I thought that was.
Okay.
That was a perfect example. When I look out and I come up off the stage, when I'm coming out the bottom of the stage of my show, when I'm on tour, and I'm in my stance or whatever, and I open my eyes and I see everybody. I don't have this type of crowd or that type of. My crowd has always been everybody, thank God. And that's all I can answer for.
So there you go. He's talking to Skip Bayless, who I believe is with Fox Sports now, and it sounded like Skip Bayless in a certain way was trying to stir up controversy, trying to bait him into lashing out against America and any racism that he's personally experienced or others. And he just wasn't, Lil Wayne was not going there because he has never personally experienced it. He considers himself blessed, not only as an individual, but to be in this country, to be able to take advantage of opportunity and live the great life that he's got.
Yeah, I linked that on the Daily Drift on Thursday, I think it was, and watched the whole video. And I tell you what, Lil Wayne, you look at him, he looks like the biggest thug you could ever imagine. He's got the face tattoos. He's got the crazy dread hair, the whole 9 yards. You would, if you didn't know who he was, you'd walk down the street and probably cross the street because you're thinking, oh my gosh, this guy's a real thug. He's a tough guy. And, obviously he's got a lot of the Lord in him, a lot of faith in him, and love for his country and his family. And it was amazing. I really was. I was blown away. I joked to somebody the other day. I said, I'm going to go out and buy his latest album, even though I don't like rap.
To show some support.
To show some support for this guy. Because, it was amazing. I literally had hair sticking, when I listened to the interview, because here's a guy, what you would normally judge on face value and go, ugh. And I was blown away about the golden character that this guy seems to have anyways, based on this interview.
Absolutely. I mean, as far as his tattoos go, he even has them on the inside of his palms. Yeah. I mean, he's one on the surface, scary-looking dude, but when you hear him speak, it's like, hey, I could really hang out and enjoy this guy's company.
Yeah.
A very logical, laid-back, thoughtful guy.
And I'll bet it's not sheer luck or statistics that he probably has not had any racism in his life. You know what it is? I bet you he's kind, well-spoken, and polite to everybody he meets, and probably never has to face that. I mean, now he's rich and wealthy. I'm sure he would never probably have to run into it. But if he's never had it in his life, before he got wealthy and famous and successful, he must have been well-spoken, kind, and polite to have never experienced racism in his life from being a child on. Because he's obviously African-American.
Yeah,
right?
Culture doesn't have to be based on skin color. It's about what you just described as politeness. Hey, real quick before we go off the air here, Colin Kaepernick, football. Today's a big Michigan-Colorado football Saturday. They're going to start in about a half hour. I was out for a walk the other day, and my journeys take me. So this is kind of like Drake's report on the street, if you will. And I've had some doozies, I know. And I walk generally 4 or 5 miles, and part of my path took me by this football field where an actual football game was going on for students, right? So I walk up there, and I'm talking to a dad on the sideline, and I asked him what grade this was, and he said 7th grade. And Clinton was in town, and these two teams are playing against each other. I said, 7th grade, wow, because some of these receivers 6'3", and he points out his son. He said, that's my boy right there. I go, wow, he's a biggin. He says, yeah, he's 6'1", 275. He's 12. Now you have a son that's about 12.
Yes.
And some of these kids were like, 5 foot tall. Some of them are 6'3", and outweigh the other kids by 150 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, who are these kids?
It's pure genetics, man.
When I was growing up, the biggest kid on our football team was 6'2", 240. I mean, a 12-year-old would now run him over.
We're growing him big.
This kid was all-state 2 years in a row. He wouldn't be able to compete right now.
It's the hormones in the McDonald's.
I was blown away. So that's my observation for the Saturday.
They're getting big.
What time is the game on?
There you go. It's coming. All right, until next week, go to thedailydrift.com. We'll see you then. Take care.